your eye line.
So, be a school.
So make sure we put a line across.
Couch.
Do your best to make it as straight as possible. Remember,
And
here's the key rule in art. The key rule in art is draw it light until you make it right. So draw it light until you make it right.
And that's why we're here.
Because remember, we're going to turn this shape into the profile of the face. And what we're doing right now is we are setting up our guidelines. So as long as we always set up our guidelines, we will be perfect when
it looks like
a shape. Very good, Rose. Thank you very much. If you have this already, feel free to give me either a thumbs up or showing it in the camera, like,
it looks like an onion.
Rose did. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Ariana. Thank you, Drayshawn. Thank you, Brandon. Again, thank you, Armiel. Thank you, Nicia. I cannot tell you how awesome you guys and girls are doing so far. So what we're going to do for our next thing is we're going to sort of
it looks like an onion. My face looks like an onion.
This top corner of our circle. So say this is 1, 2, 3, and 4. What we're going to do is we're going to go curve around that top number 1 quarter of our circle, and we're going to bring a straight line down. So as soon as we hit that eye line, we're going to bring a straight line down towards that chin line. So what you can even do is you can sort of bring that line across just to match it. So as you can see, we're starting to slowly start building our face. We have what can look to be where our forehead is going to be, where our eyes line, and where our nose is going to be, and our chin. So we want to make sure we're almost sort of adding this piece here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I'm just going to use red real quick to show you sort of this connection here. So you want it straight across till it meets on the chin. And we can do the same thing with our nose line.
It's going down.
We can actually bring a line across.
And then it's down and I'm over.
Make it straight from our nose line and connect it to that side of the face.
I'm so sorry for my language.
So I'll use red again.
How do you do this?
We're just going to go straight across here. So we have our eye line, our nose line, our chin line, and now we're sort of building the front of our face.
No, it looks like somebody's trying to poop
So
on
when we are ready to go for our next step,
it looks like I'm making
please feel free to give me a thumbs up, and we will continue to rock and roll.
Toilet.
So I see Drayshawn, I see Emily, I see Brandon, Brandon, spot on, my man. That's exactly it. I love how you did the little note on the top. Rose, that's perfect. Thank you, Armiel.
See it? Mine look like a lollipop.
Everybody, you guys are slaying this.
It looks like a lollipop.
So what we're going to do is we're going to add one.
It looks like the 0 point. Not just the thing where Jonesy uses this little ball to the 0 point on the 0 point.
On an iPad. So we have our eyes, nose, and our chin. What is missing from our face? If we have our eyes labeled and we have our nose labeled and our chin, what part of our face is missing? Emily's got it. You can go ahead and shout that out to the class, Emily. What part is missing on our face here?
Your mouth.
Our mouth, exactly right. So the midway point, so halfway between our nose line and our chin line, we're going to make another dash. And that is going to be our mouth line.
I did it. What dash? Where? Why is my mouth so far down?
Our nose and our mouth, and we're going to do the same thing as we did with our nose line and chin line. We're going to bring it across to sort of cut that in half. Another cool rule when it comes to actually drawing the profile of the face is that
it looks like the
really
thing you hold
seems to
the
be
0
cut
point.
in half. The circle gets cut in half,
I'll show you.
lengthwise and widthwise.
Doesn't it? Look at that.
There's a line that goes across between your mouth and your chin.
You'll
so
hold this
really
part
gets sort of cut in half
and you'll push
when
to
doing
the
the profile of the face.
Ow, I put my bone. Yeah, you want to see my teacher? I know my hand just covered the whole camera.
I want everyone to go ahead, use their finger, and sort of feel their nose. You can feel whether it sort of bumps out, whether it slopes down. You can feel your nose. Everybody's nose is different. And like I said yesterday,
Goes
we
down,
gotta make
out,
sure
and
that.
Oh yeah, I mean,
I booped
think
myself.
I missed you say
Oh,
something
that is so
about the mouth line.
stupid.
Can you repeat anything you said about the mouth line?
You got it. So here
I
we
don't
go.
know.
So for
My
the
nose
mouth
is
line,
weird.
Brandon, we have our nose line that's labeled, and we have our chin line that's labeled. To make the mouth, we're just going to put another line right in between the nose line and the chin line.
Oh yeah, and
you put too much lines.
Red
I can't control where each line goes.
Yep.
One
so
line looks like this, and one line looks like that.
You don't have to put the red right now. That's just for me to show you that it's how it's going to guide across.
Where it's going to go?
Yep, that's perfect. You understand it, Brandon. You got it. So here we go. I'm going to draw for everyone a generic nose, right? So how you are going to draw your nose is going to be different. So the nose sort of starts with that eye line that sort of comes across here, and it ends on the bottom of our nose line. So what we can do is we can draw a line that's sort of diagonal across here. I want to stop just a little bit short of where that guideline is over here. So if we know this is the bottom of our nose here, we want to make sure that we stop just a little bit short. So when it comes to the nose, we want to do a diagonal line, and I'll put this in red so everyone can sort of see how it flows. We want to sort of flow down here. Once we have this slope of the nose, give me a thumbs up on camera. Give me a type ready in the chat so I know you're ready to rock and roll. I see Talon. Thank you, buddy. I see Ariana. I see Rose. Armiel. Thank you very much.
My nose looks like somebody done deformed
it. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Tehran. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you.
That's my nose.
Everybody.
The face supposed to go that way.
So next up, what we're going to do is we're going to curve this edge of this nose here to that bottom nose line. So we're going to actually, let me get black again. We're actually going to curve that down to our nose, right? So we can curve it a little bit short. And then we're going to do one more curve to the edge of there. So we're going to sort of curve it, stop.
Oh, it looks like Pac-Man.
To sort of connect the nose and the nostril. So we're going around here and one more curve in to connect to that nose line. So we have a slant down, a curve in, and a curve down. I know, it's a little tricky, but it's okay. What I'll do is I'll erase this and I'll do it one more time for everybody, okay?
Know the stuff you're doing,
Don't worry, Brandon, that's what we're doing. We're learning it together. So what we can do is we want to start with our slant down. And we want to stop a little short. Then we're going to
my nose looks like a wrinkle.
We're going to stop a little short there.
I don't even know. It looks like a cheese grater. Looks like a cheese grater.
That nose line. So that's why it's important to have your eye line labeled,
my nose,
your nose line labeled, your mouth, and your chin lines labeled. Because it helps you get the outside part of your nose connected.
No, Mr. Minotti.
So give me a thumbs up if you're ready to move on.
No.
Give me a thumbs down if you'd like me to do it again. So thumbs up if you're ready to move on. Thumbs down if you'd like me to do it again. So I see thumbs up from Emily, Talon. I saw from Drayshawn. Brandon's a little on the other side. Joseph with a thumbs up. You can type me a ready when you're ready to rock and roll again. Fantastic, Armiel. Thank you, everybody. So what I'm going to do, Brandon, is show one more time, and then we'll move on to our next step. We're going to slant down.
I did that.
Right, and what you can even do, Brandon, is you can take this nose line and you can sort of reverse it. You can sort of curve out and then connect. And the next step to complete this nose is just adding that nostril sort of on the inside here, outside of our nostril. So your nose is going to be different. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the mouth going. And in order to separate your top lip and your bottom lip, you want to go ahead and you make another halfway mark through our nose line and mouth line. So
oh,
remember,
my nose look like a
it's
roller coaster.
always sort of that rules and half. When in doubt, half it out. So when in doubt, you want to half it out. Because what we're doing is we're giving ourselves that perfect sort of slit in the
my
middle.
nose look like a roller
For
coaster.
the opening of our mouth. So with me, Tehran, buddy, and DeAndre, and Armani, and Hendrik. Make sure when I ask for ready, you type ready to go, or you turn on your webcam to give me a thumbs up. Thank y'all. All right. So now,
my nose look like a roller coaster. This thing ain't no roller coaster.
And we're going to curve out, sort of like the nose. We're going to curve out. And we're going to cut back in. So to make that top part of our lip, our nose, we go from that nose line. So even if you feel it on your face here, you can feel the bottom of your nose and how it leads down to your top lip. So it curves out and then curves in. And then the next step is the same thing. We're going to go curve. We're going to jut out, and then we're going to curve back in. So if you ever notice, your top lip will always stick out more than your bottom lip. So you never want your bottom lip to stick out like that, because look how weird that looks. If it looks, the general rule in art is if it looks weird, it's probably wrong. Because if your bottom lip sticks out more, it doesn't look right.
My top lip doesn't even look like a lip. It looks like a hole.
So what you gotta do is you gotta make sure that your
that
bottom
you
lip
find
does
in the
not
ground
stick
that
out further
animals
than your
make.
top lip. Almost think like it's a curly M.
I have a headache
So
now,
it's like an
Mr.
M,
McNulty.
but in the middle,
McNulty.
it curves.
That thing. Can you do it again? My brain just went upside.
So once we have this mouth drawn, give me a thumbs up on camera, and we'll move on to our next part. You can give me a thumbs up. You can type ready. I see Ariana.
Did not
Renee,
function.
you're still with me, young lady.
Can I do it again? My brain did not it looked at
Yeah,
it.
I can be sure to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
So Brandon, excellent job. So what we're going to do is I'll go erase this real quick, and we'll go ahead and we'll do the mouth once more. So what we're going to do is we are going to first curve out sort of from that nose line, and then we're going to cut back into the mid part of our mouth line. So see how this is the bottom of our mouth? We want to go cut this in between, and then we want to make sure we make our bottom lip not stick out further than our top lip. Does that make a little bit more sense? Fantastic.
My artist.
Oh, mama, no.
Mm.
No, Mr. McNulty, look at this.
So when you're ready to move on to the chin, give me a thumbs up on camera.
No, look at that.
Perfect, young lady. Perfect.
My
Thank
nose.
you, Armani. Thank you, Ariana. Thank you, Rose. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate these thumbs up. I appreciate the readies in the chat. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Wendell. I appreciate it.
It looks like the 0 point.
So now, before we sort of tie this back to the chin, I want everybody to go ahead and put the palm of their hand on the tip of your nose.
Which one?
Put the palm of your hand on the tip of your nose and go straight down.
Oh, I thought
If you notice, our chin never exceeds our nose. It never sticks out further than our nose. So in order to complete this chin, we never want our chin to stick out past our nose. Because look at, if we stick it out too far, he looks like handsome Squidward, right? He doesn't look right. And in art, if it doesn't look, Rose is dying over there. If it doesn't look right, it probably isn't right. Right? That's why handsome Squidward looks weird, because it doesn't look right. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that a good rule of thumb is that your chin normally just curves out sort of towards the top lip and curves back in. So a nice little delicate chin right there. For you ladies, what you can do, if you want a softer chin line, you can actually go within this box and sort of go out and round towards that line there. So you can almost give it a little bit
don't look like
of a more delicateness to there.
Can you do the regular way so I can know?
So I'll do the chin once more.
Yeah.
You want to sort of just curve it in, and then curve back out to that bottom of your chin line. All right. So if we have this outside chin, give me a thumbs up. We have this outside chin drawn. I see Maria. I see Emily. I see Ariana. I see Drayshawn. Fantastic. I see Mr. Karaback giving a thumbs up in the background as well. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Rose. You got it, girl. Fantastic. As we say in the art business, chef's kiss. All right, so here we go. So, Maria, we've been talking about how in order to connect things, we had to cut everything in half. So, if I want to connect our chin to basically our neckline, where do you think we're going to put a tick in between the mouth and the chin? Do you think we're going to put it a little close to the top, a little close to the bottom, or halfway through?
Halfway to the bottom.
So, Brandon, Maria got it right. Maria said halfway through. So, Brandon, I'm going to ask you the same question. Where do you think we should put another line in here? Near the top, bottom, or halfway through?
Halfway through.
Very good, because this line here is where we're going to connect our jaw line. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take the bottom of that line here where our chin is.
My nose is like this.
And we're going to sort of put a diagonal right to that middle section there. So we're actually putting in our jawline here.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention.
So look at that. We're actually using our structures to start building our artwork. Alrighty. So, what I'm going to do is we have 4 minutes left of class. I'm assigning an exit ticket. What I'm going to show for you right now is to show you how to upload your artwork. So what I'm going to need for everyone to do is grab your pencil, put it down right next to you. Put your pencil down. Get your eyes up on the screen. And then give me a ready in the chat or thumbs up when your eyes are on the screen. So I see Ariana, I see Brandon, I see Rose, I see Maria, I see Army Al, I see Emily, I see Sam. Thank you very much. Still waiting on a couple more eyes, a couple more readies in the chat, and a thumbs up. I see Drayshawn. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Mr. Mingleton's iPad.
So, as we can see on our TCNJ Visual Arts page, you will go to our classwork section. And whenever you get assigned classwork, you can always upload your art on Google Docs. So you click this Google Doc, right? And it'll open it up for you. And it will say 8th grade, Tuesday, since it's Tuesday, it is Art Week 1, Day 2. And we're going to start uploading what we've drawn today on this Google Doc. And how are we going to do that? If you ever forget, you can see where it says, please insert your artwork below by using the following process. Insert, image, camera, take your picture, insert. So how we're going to do that is we're all going to go, check out insert. You'll click insert right there. Boom. So we said, all right, let's take a look at the following process. Insert image. I go to insert, I see image. Boom. All right, so insert image, camera. I'm going to want to go to my camera. And what do you know? You're going to see your awesome, beautiful, smiling faces up on the screen here. And you're simply going to take your artwork, hold it up in front of the screen, click that little yellow button, which will take your picture. You can see your picture will be on the right-hand side here, and you click Insert. Once you've inserted that in, you can go ahead and turn in that document.
Wait a minute, how do we take pictures again?
Don't worry, Brandon, I'm going to talk it once more, okay? I'm going to go over it once more. So, I'll go ahead.
My face looks like a diamond.
So here we go. If you get confused or lost, you can go to Insert, Image, Camera.
Yeah, I was shaking too much.
Take your picture and insert. I'll walk you through it once more. Where it says your title, it's going to go File, Edit, View, Insert. So that's number one of our inserts.
Wrong one.
We're going to click it.
No.
It's going to give you this drop-down menu. And it's going to go give you image. So you can click, go highlight image, and it's going to ask for your camera. So see how it says camera on the bottom here, Brandon?
Yeah.
You're going to click
Insert
that. And what do you know? Your camera's going to pop up. Yes.
Insert.
For.
You mean it's in your Google Classroom?
Yes, it's in your
I got it.
Yes. So whenever you go to your stream or TCNJ, you'll see this. So as soon as you get your camera up here, Brandon, you're going to put your artwork up here. Click that little yellow button, which takes your picture. And then you click insert. And it will be right there.
I'm not saying that.
Right in your artwork. So you're going to see, I'll show you right here. It's in your TCNJ Visual Arts on Google Classroom.
Cousin.
You're going to click Classwork, and you'll see it right here.
You look so cute as
it'll be our exit ticket 1.2, Profile Face Art Upload.
I don't know why, but for me, when I say
click
as,
that document,
like how I'm using an example, you look cute or beautiful as a butterfly or
on the bottom here,
flower.
You'll see that little blinking cursor.
When I say that word, it sounds like I'm saying the other word. But I'm
Once you've turned it in,
I'm not that
you are free to go. If you haven't turned it in, you have until 6 p.m. tonight to turn this in. So make sure we go to the bottom here. And we'll continue with this face tomorrow. We'll figure out how we can add the back of the head, how we'll finish with the neck, and we'll get ready to go on our artwork. So once more, yes, I sure can run it by you one more time. We're going to click on the bottom here, and you'll see the blinking cursor. So as soon as that blinks, then you want to go to Insert, and you want to go to Image, and then you'll see Camera. If your camera doesn't pop up and it's saying it's being used by a different application, you can turn your camera off on Zoom, or you can log out and turn it in. Those are still two ways you can go ahead and do that. So you want to go ahead and you want to get yourself up there, grab your artwork. I know Rose is always going to probably get a smile in there because she's going to be so proud of her artwork. Big. Clicking that yellow button, hitting insert, and turning it in. Simple as that.
I'll put two.
Yes, see you Thursday, Emily. And then you would just turn it in, and you will be good to go.
So you turn it in?
That's how you turn it in, my man.
And what you said, whenever there's like somebody, like a different camera?
Yeah, if your camera is saying it's not opening up because it's using a different application, it's just using your Zoom camera, so you can turn your camera off, right? So how you can stop your video, right? You go dark. Or if that doesn't work, that's why I always leave the final 5 minutes.
Let's do another one,
So
because
you
it
can
really
log
makes me
out,
smile.
upload it, and if you have problems, you can always come back in and I'll be here.
No, which way? Oh, I
Have a
just
nice day,
pressed
Mr.
something.
McDonald.
Thank you, Miss McBello. You too now.
But anyways, I'm going to take a picture right now.
Don't smile
Fantastic,
often.
Brandon. All right, buddy. I will see all of you on Thursday. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye now. See you later.
Finally, a break. Now, goodbye.